On this episode of the Shed Sesh, could you call it an episode? How about just a middle-aged bloke just filming himself working on his car? Anyway, we're pulling apart the one-tonner, making a start. Long time coming. Might start her up first, just to show that she was a goer. Okay, no memories today. I think the gas tank was finally empty. I mean, the red light's been on for years. I'd say it's she's gone and leaked out. So anyway, let's get going. Okay, so as anyone knows, 9/16, half inch, same, should be able to pull 90% of the car apart. So we'll, I'll get the exhaust off, I'll get the gas tank unpicked and get that out. I might actually I'll put a bit of detail around how I get the gas tank out. There's a bunch of solenoids in here, so everything should be safe with, with pulling off the hoses and bits and pieces. The whole idea of the solenoids and that in the gas tanks is if something goes wrong, it just shuts down. So we'll see how we go. Okay, thought I'd just go through the main bits and pieces of a gas system on one of these old girls. A lot of them were put on gas back in the day. I'm going to guess 99% of you want to take them off because they used to be daily drivers, so they needed to be cost effective. So what you have is you'll have the filler, so I'll spin it around. So you have the filler. Obviously I never mounted that properly, a bit dodgy. Don't do a demo. The line that goes to the gas tank, you've got the gas tank, which has so all the valves are in here. I even think the newer tanks, if it was a newer install, will have a cut-off valve here as well. but this is the cut-off valve and solenoid. So as you can see, she's empty, hence why she wasn't firing up. You can turn it off here just to be safe, and you'll have the feed line that goes through up to the converter or the condenser. So what this does, once she warms up, it puts the hot water through there, which is obviously the gas under pressure. You'll notice these freeze up every now and again. So that just warms up the gas, or the liquid gas, into actual gas, and feeds the gas out to the hat, or some of the 6s just had like a little, almost like a little NOS plate under there, and some of them originally I had an IMCO 425, which is a gas carby. So all you're using here, the old Rochester, is pretty much for the butterfly valves. So I think this is a 300A, these ones, elephant trunks, affectionately known as. Bloody ugly, but kind of did the job. Definitely not a performance item. 425s were a bit better for that. What you'll also have is, we'll have to go under the dash, but there's a wire connected around the coil on some, and that just uses that there as the sparks going up and down the lead will sends off a magnetic field, which is enough to for the gas sensor to know that the engine's running. So you've actually got under here, I think I put it all those years ago. Okay, so that is a little control box. So you can see that blue wire there is the one that's wrapped around the coil. It's got all the instructions on the box anyway. So yeah, you've got a ground and to the tank and to the good old petrol gas switch. So that is all the components of the gas system. So, and as I said, once the power's disconnected, that solenoid's shut. Anyway, so you can start undoing it. As a side note, it isn't really a side note, it should be a main note. Make sure your battery is disconnected and there's no spark sources. Probably better to do this part out in the open. There is a little bit of gas, when you disconnect it, in this line here. Don't know why she didn't start, because there was some gas there, but anyway. So just be careful. Obviously, liquid gas expands to some ridiculous amount. So even just a tiny bit of liquid gas sort of expands out into a plume of flammable vapor. So, by the way, this is going to become some sort of fireplace. Okay, so probably done about as much as I can at the moment on there. Taking the gas out, the gas system, the exhaust, disconnected the diff, still got to do the handbrake cables. Taking the wiring loom for the lights out, disconnected the back lights. Taking the tail shaft out as well. There's one thing I never realised. Obviously, they've got to go through a bit of fit and finish there. Looks like they chuck in some spacers there for the when they're lining up the cab. I think I might have seen on Facebook there a couple of guys talking about that. So there you go. So none on that side. As I said, this is all pretty original, and they're literally looks like they're just the bloody steering shims. So anyway, so for anybody that's looking to shim up their cab, that's about it. Shocks are out. I'll have to grind off where I'd welded the gas tank in years ago. All right, I think I'm going to get the doors off, maybe even get the front clip off. So I need to be able to get in and pull the interior out. There might be some seats going, if seats and matching door trims. If anyone's interested, I want to put in that, get that recovered. That was the original bench seat that was in it, but yeah, I've got a couple of kids and want to be able to take them both for a spin. Alright guys, I'm going to leave it there. The video will be getting a bit long by now, so we'll go into a bit more detail on pulling the interior out in the next video. But it's getting there. It's a start. It's a good start. Can't wait to get in and get a bit more done. So thanks again guys for watching. Please like and subscribe. And so you can keep up to date with the build. I'm sure by now everyone's given it the old, where do I get me one of them shop aprons? So I'll leave a link down below in the bucket for a link to Amazon. Keeps your clothes from getting wrecked. As always, love your work, get in the shed.